Alrighty, there we go. In the vein of video games, I would like to talk about another horror franchise that I really like. Previously, we talked about Exit 8, which is an indie horror game by Kotake Create, getting a movie and it being very successful, by the way. It was very successful. Well, it is not the only indie horror franchise or indie horror game getting a movie. We actually have a new movie coming out in February of 2026 called The Convenience Store. And this is based off of the game by Chillizart. If you are a fan of indie horror, you know Chillizart. They have created a lot of very interesting games in like a PS2 style. Like I don't want to get too deep into that because we want to talk about The Convenience Store. And one, I just want to say real quick, I'm very happy that these creators are getting this kind of platform with which to show off their stuff. But also, we have a trailer for this game. And I would like to play that trailer. Give me one moment. Give me a moment, please. And while it's playing, I will talk a little bit about the game. All right, there we go. I like that it starts out in first person because all of Chillizart's games, or most of them at least, are in this first person kind of view. So this is just like a nice little nod to the game, or to their games. So in this game, you are a college student who is working the night shift at a combini. But weird shit starts happening all around that you don't have an answer for. And...
Whoa.
Yeah, like this feels just like the game, which is great.
Okay.
The game itself technically has 3 endings, or not 3. It has 2 major endings. It has a good ending and a bad ending. You can get the bad ending doing two different options, but I'm hoping they go with the good ending, not because things go great for our main character, but because it's a more satisfying ending than the bad end. So we'll see how that goes. If you're not, if you can't wait until February 20th of 2026 for some indie horror or indie game horror, we also have a different creator, Puppet Combo, who is known for creating VHS kind of themed PS2 style horror games. And he has one called Night Shift coming out this month. Go to puppetcombo.com to see if there are any theaters around you that have tickets available. I checked Dallas. None.
What?
Absolutely none. They're all sold out.
We live in this big ass Metroplex and we can't get a man.
They're not in every theater. They can only put it in select theaters.
We got so many like indie theaters and crap.
They're all sold out.
Rob.
All of them here are sold out. In Austin, they're all
they actually are playing. They're sold out.
Yeah, they're sold out.
Oh, they'll add some more shows.
Yeah, Dallas is sold out. Austin is sold out. Arlington is sold out. Houston is sold out. Texas gets nothing. They're sold out. I mean, I'm sure it'll come to a streaming service near you to watch, but I like the vibes for The Convenience Store. I've always enjoyed a good Japanese horror. I very much look forward to this. If you want to play the game to kind of see what we're going to be getting, you can go pick it up on Steam right now for $3.
I mean, if there was ever anything out there that would endanger your life, it's working in a convenience store.
Yeah.
You don't know what's coming through the door at 2 o'clock in the morning. You could be getting robbed, could be getting somebody drunk, could be a raccoon for all you know.
Exactly.
Drunks, homeless people. Yeah, if there was ever a place that you were in more danger, it is a convenience store. Depending on the area, actually, not even depending on the area you live in.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You work at a convenience store, there is an inherent risk to your life.
My mom, like, when I was first looking for jobs when I was out of high school, I mentioned wanting to maybe work at a gas station because I knew they would hire me. Mm-hmm. They don't have high standards. The thing she says, like, you have 2 choices for gas stations you can work for. You can work at Racetrack or you can work at Quick Trip, and those are your only choices. And I asked her why. She's like, they're the only gas stations that actually require 2 people to be working at night.
Yeah. I worked briefly at a racetrack for about 2 months. And luckily I
Yeah.
found another job. But within that 2 months, oh man.
Yeah, racetrack they have to have 2 people. Quick Trip they have to have 2 people, and I think 7-Eleven now they've changed it to having 2 people, which is fair. It's smart to have more than one person working at night.
Yeah.
But in this, she is working alone. The thing I like about Chillizart's games very specifically is that they like to switch it up per game, whether the horror that you're dealing with is supernatural or real. So, like, spoiler alert, it's supernatural in this one, obviously. But it does, like, for most of the game, you are sitting there going, I don't actually know if this is supernatural or if I'm just going crazy because I haven't slept a lot. Because I'm a college student in Japan.
I like that Geeky has said he actually worked at a convenience store.
Yeah.
The one I worked at, I actually did get robbed, but the guy had it was clearly a cap gun.
Oh.
And
Thank goodness, actually.
I think at that point in my life, it's like at that, gang members and cops had put guns in my face. So I was kind of like a little, but it was like clearly a plastic snub nose. And I was like, dude, the gun's not even real. And I think the guy was just embarrassed enough he actually left.
I mean, at that point, it's like, I can't even call the cops.
Like he was yelling and screaming. And then I was like, dude, that's not even a real gun. It's a fake gun. It's a cap gun. And he just kind of looked at me like, come on, man. And then he just walked out of the store. Like, he didn't run out. He just, he looked very dejected and walked out. And I was just like, yeah, could have been a real gun. And I'm just sitting there like, because at first I was like, oh, crap, wait. And he's like, give me the money, give me the money. Like, that's a cap gun. And I'm just looking at him like, so it could have been, though.
It could have
been. My chances increase when you work at a convenience store at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly. So again, if you want to play the game, it's like $3 on Steam right now. If you can't because of either money issues, your computer hates you, or you're not good at playing horror games, then there are several Let's Players. This game came out in 2020, so there's several people that have done Let's Plays for the game. It's only like an hour-ish of gameplay to get both endings. It doesn't have a save state, but I think you could, there's no save state, so I think you do have to play through the game a second time to get both endings. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, the Convenience Store. Who else is gonna watch it when it comes out?
Or you could just get a job at a convenience store and live it.
I mean, that's true. I would like to not live it, actually. At all. Ever.